Sometimes you would think that nature and what happens in the natural order of things is the order of the day. But what I want to share with you is why this thing blessed me is because just because you see things happening in nature, in natural society, and what you think is orderly, that God has a way of circumventing and superseding what you think is natural process. I need to deal with that for a moment because even though this text deals with what happens naturally in the cosmos, in the solar system, in the lunar system, I want to tell you that we are not relegated to nature by itself. That what happens naturally is not the totality of what God wants to do in our lives. That no matter what has happened to your body nature-wise, that if Jesus gets lifted up, that what the doctors say may be happening natural and nature-wise to you, that God has a way of even confusing nature. Let me put a quarter to me to make this thing live for somebody. Maybe some of you have been told that because your daddy had diabetes, that because your daddy had high blood pressure, some of you have been told that that's just in your DNA. It's a part of your chromosomal connection. As long as you live, you got to watch your diet. You're going to struggle with it because your mama had it, your daddy had it, and that means that because it's in your DNA, because it's in your chromosomal connection, that you better make sure to know that you're going to get it because they had it. Can I deal with you for a moment? The Lord sent me to tell you that while there are some things that are genetic, while there are some things that are hereditary, don't you allow what they say is going to happen naturally and from a hereditary perspective and a biological or chromosomal connection to make you think that that is the totality of your life. Matter of fact, I came to prophesy to somebody that I don't care if your mama died of cancer and all your sisters died of cancer before they're 60, and now you're 60 and about to scratch your hair and pull the hair out of your head because you think what happened to them is going to happen to you. May I suggest, brothers and sisters, that whenever Jesus is lifted up, that what people think is going to happen naturally, that every natural red and every natural cell and every natural blood count, I speak over somebody's life that the stuff that's been happening in your nature that you think may be diabolic and debilitating, that God has a way of confusing nature. As a matter of fact, God can put some super on your natural. As a matter of fact, let me tell you somebody, and I speak over somebody's life that some nature is going to be confused in somebody's life the next 2 weeks. Matter of fact, when you go back to the doctor who told you they saw a lump, they saw a mass, that something don't look good, and when you go to do the biopsy and the doctor say it may be cancerous, let me tell you something. I speak that the mass is going to have a nervous breakdown. That the mass that the devil put there to make you think he going to kill you, that the mass is going to have a nervous breakdown. And the mass and the cell that came to demolish you is going to develop you. And when you go back, even the doctors, y'all ain't feeling me here, the doctors who studied natural science, they've studied biology, they've studied anatomy. I speak, somebody's doctor is going to be confused and say, I thought we saw something. Hey, something happened up here. And they're going to say something like, it must be luck, it must be chance. I thought I knew I saw something. I saw it before. You tell them, yeah, doc, you did see it. But while you were in the natural, I lifted Jesus up. And when I lifted up, he put some super on your natural, and the thing you thought you saw is gone because he was wounded for my transgression. Is there anybody around this house can testify he has a way of confusing people who do things in the natural?